Protect the microphone.
Protect the microphone. Welcome to Bamberg. We have left Gothenburg, obviously. Took about a 2-hour drive up to Bamberg. We are doing a little walking tour. Eat some light, man. There we go. And then we're gonna have a little lunch and then onward to Berlin later on today. What are you excited for in Bamberg? We actually don't know what's here.
It just seems like a beautiful city already.
It does. Apparently this is a World UNESCO site, the entire city, because it did not get bombed at all in World War II. At least that's what our guide said. So, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bamberg, and we did a little walking tour with our guides. We had our little earpieces and they told us all about the city. This is another like picturesque like fairy tale town. It's just so cute. Then we had some free time, so we had very little free time, so we grabbed some food at a cafe, which was or a bakery, which was fantastic, and went across the way to one of our guides, Danny's favorite gelato shop. He said this is the best pistachio gelato he's ever had, and he's been to Italy, and I tend to agree. It is wonderful. We are getting ready to meet up in a few more minutes, and we are going to head to Berlin. Amen to that. Hey. All right, we have checked into our final hotel for this Germany AbD, and this is the Hotel de Rome. We're not in Rome, by the way. This hotel is actually ranked number 5 in the Northern Europe region by, I think it was like travel readers or something like that. Really pretty. When you first walk in, on the left-hand side, you have some nice storage with some closets. And then you come into this big wide open room. There's a nice chair over there. There's a desk, a large bed, TV. There's the little coffee maker. And then this bathroom is pretty decent. These ceilings are huge. And then we have a shower, a really nice jacuzzi tub, a toilet, and a bidet, and then the sink.
This room is, look at this. That is like a 12-foot ceiling. That is crazy. We have obviously made it to Berlin. Tonight we are just doing dinner. We're gonna walk to dinner, so we'll get a little kind of sneak peek of some of the city, but the big walking tour is tomorrow of Berlin. We also have a graffiti art
Workshop, yep.
class or activity or something. Apparently we make something to take home. I think we're gonna go to the Holocaust Memorial tomorrow, but we have a whole thing until 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Then we have the evening on our own where we will celebrate Leslie. Where'd she go? Oh. Anyway, this one's birthday is tomorrow. So we're gonna celebrate her tomorrow, and here's the big thing. We don't have to meet downstairs tomorrow morning until 9:30 a.m., which I'm very excited about. The one thing about AbDs that can get a little bit tiring is that there are lots of early mornings. This morning, we had to have bags out again at 7:15 a.m. So, all that to say, we're gonna just splash some water on our faces real quick and then go downstairs because we have 20 minutes to meet our group to head to dinner.
Right, we're at some fabulous restaurant, I don't know, and there's a salad that looks delicious. It's got cucumbers and watermelon and lettuce and I don't know what that is, maybe more cucumbers and tomatoes and all kinds of stuff, and some bread, and I think I got the fish. So I'm excited. I got the filet of Zando with green asparagus ragu and herb risotto, which is why I got it, because I really like risotto. But the fish itself is like, it's thicker fish, so it looks really tasty. Let me try this. Oh, that's so good.
That was fantastic.
So good.
That was a great meal.
So good.
Man, there for a minute, because every one of these meals, they're asking us to like choose what we're gonna eat the day before, and there's always three options.
In the day,
it's some sort of meat, some
Yeah.
sort of fish, and some sort of like vegetarian, which is gnocchi every single time, or whatever their version is. But that was amazing. The fish was really, really good, better than yesterday. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was really tasty. The dessert was phenomenal. A really cute restaurant.
Super
Loved
good.
it.
Super good. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here for today, and then we will be back tomorrow for our walking tour of Berlin.
And my birthday.
And your birthday. Good night. Good morning. It is July 17th, which means it is this one's birthday. Yay! Happy birthday. We got up this morning. This is day 6. This is our second to last full day here in Germany. First full day in Berlin. We are about to be running late, but we went to breakfast this morning, which was an unbelievable spread. A lot of stuff that maybe I don't particularly want for breakfast, like hummus and caviar, but an amazing spread. This one, it did have like a little buffet section. The blueberry tart was fantastic, but then there was a menu that you could order a la carte off of. But yeah, we are gonna be late, so we gotta get downstairs, we gotta meet our group, we're gonna do a walking tour of the city first, and then we're gonna go do some sort of graffiti art activity thing, and then we're on our own for dinner tonight, so let's go do this.
This building behind me used to be a palace. It was built by a king that we're gonna hear about for his brother, as you do. Jennings, maybe you'll get a palace too.
We are starting our history walk of Berlin, and we walked outside of Hotel de Rome to the square across the street. And it's in this square in 1933 that the book burning occurred, with the students singing the Nazi songs and piling up 20,000 plus books taken out of this building here in this square. And then they marched down to Brandenburg Gate. And that, the rest is history.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what today is? What's the date? Thursday. Come on.
Disneyland's birthday!
Disneyland's birthday! You know who was else? She's also a big Disney fan. It's Leslie's birthday! This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey!
This spot, this elderly people's home that doesn't exist anymore, the Nazis used it to collect the Jews of Berlin. You know, they would send out lists. Okay, today we want Hannah Finkelstein and her family to report here, and they will be deported. You know, of course they were never told where they were going, but from this area, the Jews of Berlin were collected and deported to various camps.
All right, so we are right now on a walking tour of Berlin. It's really quite fabulous. We've gotten to see some graffiti art. We've gotten a lot of history with the Holocaust and Jews and Nazis and the Berlin Wall, and this day has been fascinating.
Guess whose birthday it is today? If you're not traveling on your birthday with great people like Adventures by Disney and your adventure guides, you're not having the best birthday ever, right?
Amen to that.
Hey!
All right, so we are approaching Brandenburg Gate, which is the famous symbol of division that was on the death strip between the walls, the Berlin walls. So much history here. And we are kind of meated out. The national diet here is meat and cheese. So we went for the vegetarian curry. How is it? Have you tried it?
I have not yet. Hold on.
We are on our own for dinner tonight, so we're going to celebrate this little lady over here.
Okay, it's quite good.
Is it?
Yes, very yummy.
All right. I think from here we are going to go check out the Brandenburg Gate again. I think we're going to see part of the Berlin Wall. Most of it's not standing. There is a It's kind of like the Freedom Trail in Boston. There is a strip of cobblestones like running down the street, and that kind of represents the Western Wall. So there was 2 walls in Berlin, an Eastern and a Western Wall for the Berlin Wall, and between them was a death strip. You could not cross that. So that's depressing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of great information today about a horrible history for this country. Right here, these are the cobblestones where the wall used to be.
You will see it everywhere where the wall was, and the wall on the western side, to be more specific. Because you remember, there was always a wall on the eastern side, then Death Strip, no man's land. We're actually walking inside. We're walking on the former state part.
All right, so we are at the Holocaust Memorial. This is so fascinating. So all of these structures were built. This was actually like prime real estate in between the 2 walls. So whenever the walls came down, this was prime real estate. And Zuzá said that they were very pleased that they chose to put up a memorial like this instead of a big hotel or something like that. There are no names up here because they'll never find everybody who perished in the Holocaust, and so this is just representative of all of them. Way back here by these kind of grayish colored buildings back there was where Adolf Hitler's palace was and his bunkers, where he ultimately killed himself later, and those have been since torn down, so they no longer exist, but there is a plaque there that tells, you know, where they were. This is pretty powerful.
All right, so we have come to our graffiti street art demonstration. We just passed part of the east side of the Berlin Wall where all of that street art is painted on there. Very, very cool. We are getting ready to learn how to paint some street art.
I got myself a communist cola. That's what they called it, not me.
Come over this way and stand somewhere that you can see what we're doing on this piece of cardboard. See how Ben is sort of starting on the outside, pulling across, and then stopping there? As I mentioned, with our background in place, there's not much we can do wrong here because everything's going to get snapped into focus. Always remember your borders, always let things dry, and make sure you don't use too much paint.
This is so fun. Best birthday ever.
This is super fun. I have, I think, completed here. So that is mine. It is Brandenburg Gate. Really fun. I did a little really cool Lego Man graffiti artist. Love that.
I did Corilla Deville.
Cool.
I did, so I could always remember Berlin.
I'm afraid there's a lot of pink stuff in there now.
I think it turned out really good. We're gonna drive past Checkpoint Charlie. It's raining though, so I don't know if anybody's gonna get out. And then we are going to head back to the hotel, and we're on our own for the rest of the night. Hopefully the rain lets up.
We have come to Dolcini to celebrate this one's birthday. We're starting with calamari, which, how is it? Did you just try one?
It's good.
It's tasty. What'd you get?
I got myself a squid ink pasta with calamari olives, octopus, and capers. It is delicious.
I got the penne and I'd like to say the pasta is a little undercooked. It's a little chewy, but the flavor is up there. It's mostly just tomato sauce, and I feel a little bit of spaghetti carbonara from the bacon.
My pasta's fantastic. It was like got chicken and lemon and pine nuts and spinach, and I wasn't sure what the sauce was gonna be, but it's just very like almost like a light oil with that lemon flavor in it, and so it feels very light and airy, and
Mine is also great. It did have a cream sauce. It did have mushrooms. It's got some arugula on there, some Parmesan cheese, and also some beef in there. So it is perfect. Very, very tasty. We're gonna finish this up and then head back to the hotel and pass out to get ready for tomorrow. Welcome to Adventures by Disney Germany, day 7. This is our last full day here. We are on our way to Potsdam, and we are currently crossing over the Bridge of Spies that was popularized by the movie and with Tom Hanks. This bridge was used during the Cold War to exchange spies between the American-controlled West Berlin and the Soviet-controlled East Germany. So they would use this, meet up in the middle, and exchange spies, apparently. So we're walking across this, and then we're going to be picked up by the bus again and head over to Potsdam.
All right, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts. We are at the Summer Palace, which was also, it became the site of the Potsdam Conference post-war, and this is in the New Garden. So the new king had decided that he wanted a better place, so he created the New Garden and this palace, and then they let it go during war times, and it became the conference later.
This is the home of the last king of Prussia, which was a country that got abolished after World War II. But, you know, this part of Germany, Berlin, Potsdam, it was all part of the country of Prussia. This thing is huge. It's a lot bigger than it looks. 176 rooms in this thing, 5 courtyards. It's a little deceiving. It looks kind of small from the outside. Although these chimneys up here, they're all different. Like, all these chimneys are different. It's fun. All right, we are touring Sanssouci Palace, the palace without a care. This was Frederick II, Sir Frederick the Great's summer home, surrounded by a vineyard. He would spend the summers here. Who doesn't need a second palace? During the winters, he would stay in the city palace, the Potsdam City Palace. I'll take 2 palaces. This is relatively small, only 12 rooms. Sanssouci.
Sanssouci.
The Palace of Sanssouci. The palace without a care. Frederick the Great for the second. This was his summer home. There were 11 recordings, and the recordings went on forever.
Very interesting, but they were very long.
Very long.
And Jennings is apparently listening to every bit of all of them because he is the only person in our tour that is still inside.
But I'm not sure where we're going. Moving on, we're going to do lunch on our own in Potsdam soon, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about 11:45.
We're walking our way down to the old town, and that's where
That's where we're going to eat lunch. Great.
Yes.
Let's do this. We found Jennings. He finished his tour.
Yay, he survived.
So we walked down what would be the main entrance of the palace. So we walked down through the vineyards, down those steps, and past the fountain. And now we're coming to the town where we will have lunch on our own before heading back to Berlin. This is an adorable little street. So the Potsdam Brandenburg Gate is behind me. We're walking down this street. This is where all of the restaurants are. Everything from Asian food to there's doner kebab and all kinds of stuff. Not sure where we're gonna stop. And then there is a church at the end. So we have about an hour and a half on our own. We're gonna find some lunch and then meet back up at an ice cream shop at the end and head back to Berlin. So we got the XXL doner kebab, which is kind of like a gyro. It's like a cousin of a gyro. This thing is crazy huge. How's that treating you? Look away.
This is fantastic.
That is going to do it for the doner kebab. It's actually very good.
It was very good.
Very, very messy, but very good.
Potsdam.
And Potsdam. We're gonna go jump on the bus and head back, hour and a half, depending on traffic. Get back to the hotel. We're gonna do some work, and then we're meeting up with our group about 6:30 for our farewell dinner, which we know nothing about. Apparently, it's gonna be pretty neat. I'm looking forward to it. The last one in Italy was on a pirate ship, so I'm not expecting that, but it should be a pretty cool dinner. These are generally the best dinners of the trip.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So, so we're gonna say goodbye to our whole group and then get up very early tomorrow. Just
very early.
Terribly early to make our trek to Barcelona.
So we've made it to the location of our farewell dinner, and this is like really, really cool. It's called Classic Remise or Remise, or I don't know how you say it, but there are all of these classic cars stored where their owners pay rent up to 1,000 euros per month. Because some of these like cubicles are like temperature controlled. These things are amazing. So we have 15 minutes just to walk around, just look at the cars. Like, oh my.
I want this one.
This is so cool.
Wouldn't I be so cute driving this car? I mean, I think it was like made for me.
I love this car. The Corvette.
It's the Stingray.
I think he found his next car.
Yeah. This Stingray.
How much is it?
It is only
100,000 euro or 90,000 euro?
90,000.
Only 90,000 euro?
That one, but in like a deep blue color.
There's two stories. This thing goes on forever. We're actually eating. There's a restaurant attached to this place. We're eating in. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. So cool.
This is our farewell, we'll close our kiss goodnight. Without further ado, our little gift to all of you from us. We want you to sit back, relax, or come forward so you can see better, and take a look at your trip through our eyes.
Okay, so we got to just watch the slideshow. Well, first, one of the kids in our group did a magic show, which was very impressive. And then we watched the slideshow that Danny and Zuza put together. One of the really cool things about Adventures by Disney trip is that your adventure guides take photos of you the entire week. And then you get all of the photos at the end. So
with their phones and your phones.
Yeah, so we have like 880 some pictures in this file that they're going to give to us. And we just got our
pen.
Next pen number 7. So this is Snow White, and it says picture perfect. Now we are getting ready to dive into this delicious spread.
Yeah, this charcuterie looks pretty good. That was fantastic.
It was so good.
The meal was very, very good. There was pasta, there was chicken, there was salmon, there was rice and
like mozzarella and tomato as an appetizer.
It is 9. It's still bright out here. This is crazy. It's 9. We're done. We're headed back to the hotel. We get picked up at 5:50 in the morning because we scheduled early flights, but ABD does transport you to the airport, included with the cost of the ABD, which is great. It's amazing. What do you think?
This has been such a wonderful trip. I love, love, love Germany. I love our guides. All right, well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next one.